Welcome to the EV evolution of transportation. It's here and it's happening right before our very eyes. What is an EV? An EV is an electric vehicle. It looks like a regular car. There are many shapes and sizes to suit your needs, but the main difference is that an EV does not require any gasoline. Imagine this, no more visits to the gas station ever again. And you just plug it in at home, at work, or at any free charging station on the island, just like a cell phone or any appliance in your house. What is the difference between 100% electric and hybrids? So basically, a hybrid car is one that uses two power sources, an electric motor and a conventional gasoline engine. What does that mean? Twice as many parts, twice the amount of stress, much more expensive maintenance on two different power systems. Basically, the worst of both worlds. And you still have to go to the gas station to fill up your car. EVs, on the other hand, electric cars, they are much simpler. They do not use any gas at all, and they get all of their power from one source, electricity. The number of electric vehicle sales are on the rise. Over 10 million are estimated to be on the roads today, and Forbes predicts that by 2040, more than half of all vehicles will be electric. China is leading the EV evolution and is forecasted to be the world's leader in manufacturing and sales over the next few years. Around the world, major car makers are scaling up their production. Morgan Stanley reckons big legacy car makers will invest up to $500 billion in EVs over the next 5 years to catch up with consumer demand. Why? EVs are fast, technologically advanced, quiet, and much cheaper to own and maintain than conventional vehicles or hybrids. In the Bahamas, gas prices average around $4 plus per gallon to drive 25 to 30 miles. Charging an EV from the BPL grid costs less than $1 to go the same distance. That's 75% savings. Electric cars are much simpler, with 1,000 fewer parts than a conventional gas car. There's no oil or spark plugs to change, no mufflers, hoses, or belts. EVs are fun to drive thanks to instant torque and the effortless, nearly silent, super efficient power of electric motors. Wow. Drivers enjoy a smooth, quiet ride and instant power. It's definitely not a golf cart. Luxury, performance, power, speed, reliability, latest tech, EVs have some of the highest safety ratings in the industry. Most new EVs now offer at least 180 miles and up to 400 miles on a full charge. EV batteries last for the lifetime of a vehicle. They are perfectly suited to urban or island life, where statistics show that people drive, on average, less than 40 miles per day. Transportation accounts for over 20% or 1/5 of harmful CO2 emissions worldwide, 3/4 of it from gas-powered passenger vehicles. Anyone stuck behind a dark cloud of nasty exhaust fumes from a gas car or bus knows it can't be good for you. Although the Bahamas is not a major polluter, it suffers from the effects of climate change with stronger hurricanes and rising sea levels. Switching to electric transportation can be a valuable and ready tool to help reduce the damage to our environment, our health, and our personal carbon footprint. As the world shifts to more renewable sources of power and the transition to clean energy accelerates, EVs become even more attractive. A solar energy system on the roof of your home or business can not only power your household needs, it can also charge your electric car for emissions-free transportation at a cost equivalent of 38 cents per gallon. It is not surprising then that many countries are setting deadlines to totally eliminate the sale of combustion engine vehicles as soon as 2030. President Biden's economic plan centers on electricity grid decarbonization by 2035. The Bahamas government seems poised to commit to renewable and more sustainable solar power and electric vehicles. In 2016, a pilot program was initiated by the Ministry of Finance, who leased 100% electric vehicles for use at several government ministries. The EVs performed very well, and figures show that they saved the Treasury and the Bahamian taxpayer almost $2,000 per year per vehicle in fuel and maintenance compared to gasoline cars. 1,000 electric vehicles in the government fleet would save the Treasury and Bahamian taxpayer almost $2 million per year in fuel and service. In December, at the groundbreaking ceremony for a solar array to be constructed at the office of the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis stated,
"The government's dream since we came into office in May of 2017 to have all vehicular fleet assigned to the office of the Prime Minister electrical. No fuel vehicle will be assigned to this particular office, and with time, we would hope that the entire government fleet would be electrical as opposed to fuel."
With a lessened demand for gasoline, the Bahamas can reduce fossil fuel imports. According to a recent IDB OAS report titled Electrified Islands, oil imports now stand at almost 13% of our GDP, which is an enormous burden on our budget and puts pressure on our foreign reserves. We have seen a steady increase in EV adoption by Bahamian consumers. We estimate that there are about 200 EVs on our roads today. This amount could easily double in the next year and grow exponentially thereafter. EVs are trending at about 7% of new car sales locally, higher than the world average. Local businesses are adopting electric fleets to drastically reduce their transportation costs. This means great savings to their bottom line. Smart vendors are now offering free charge points and preferential parking at their locations to attract customers while they shop, dine, or do business. Studies show customers stay longer and spend more money when they can plug in. That's great for business. There is currently only one car dealer dedicated to sales and support of 100% electric cars and commercial vans in the Bahamas. Easy Car Sales introduced the first EV for sale in 2016, and in 2018, they became the distributor for BYD's wide range of new EV models. BYD is an acronym for Build Your Dreams. It is a publicly traded company with a presence in 52 countries, now including the Bahamas, a first for the Caribbean. In 2008, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway took an 8.25% stake in BYD. That stake is now worth roughly $1.5 billion, and BYD has become the world's top seller of electric vehicles. BYD offers an 8-year manufacturer warranty, and Easy Car Sales has the parts, diagnostic tools, and trained factory technicians ready for local support. Easy Car Sales has so far offered free chargers with the purchase of an EV and installed over 100 charging stations on New Providence alone. We've heard it said that an educated consumer is the best customer. Public awareness is imperative to avoid old misconceptions about EVs and to empower buyers with the information they need to make the right choice. Let's ensure the Bahamas doesn't end up with all the old gas cars banned in other countries. Proceed soonest with the replacement of gas and hybrid vehicles in our national fleets to protect our environment, lower costs to the taxpayer, reduce fuel imports, and conserve foreign reserves. Offer financial incentives, such as reduction of import duties on EV chargers, currently set at 45%, in line with the 10% duty rate for EVs. reduce import duty on electric commercial vehicles over $50,000. Work with local, financial, and international organizations to offer financial instruments to facilitate not only the transition to electric vehicles by the public and businesses, but to assist in the implementation of a national network of public chargers. In conclusion, as we start to recover from the COVID pandemic, we have learned to adapt to new technologies and adopt innovative tools to help us advance. The transition to electric transportation is the logical and only option for the future. It offers us the opportunity for an empowered and more independent lifestyle where driving is simpler, cleaner, and more sustainable. It makes better use of our resources, frees our country from the heavy burden of gasoline dependence, and increases the discretionary income of consumers in our local economy. It will open new jobs and business opportunities emerging in the EV field. The Bahamas can position itself as a leader in the implementation of more sustainable and resilient solutions in transportation for the welfare of our beautiful nation and the improved quality of life for our people. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be an electric ride.